Skittles Club in Wallingford, South Oxfordshire, the home of live Skittles on the internet.
Well, I'm doing it, but Simon will of course step in. I'm going to be mainly up the end, trying to improve my performance.
Welcome to the ABM Skittles Club in Wallingford, South Oxfordshire, the home of live Skittles on the internet.
It won't make a difference. As I've said to everyone who's picked me as their best value player in their fantasy Skittles, there's a reason why I'm so keen. I can't see it improving.
Welcome to the ABM Skittles Club in Wallingford, South Oxfordshire, the home of live Skittles on the internet. Welcome to the ABM Skittles Club in Wallingford, South Oxfordshire, the home of live Skittles on the internet. Welcome to the ABM Skittles Club in Wallingford, South Oxfordshire, the home of live Skittles on the internet. Welcome to the ABM Skittles Club in Wallingford, South Oxfordshire, the home of live Skittles on the internet. Welcome to the ABM Skittles Club in Wallingford, South Oxfordshire, the home of live Skittles on the internet. Welcome to the ABM Skittles Club in Wallingford, South Oxfordshire, the home of live Skittles on the internet. Welcome to the ABM Skittles Club in Wallingford, South Oxfordshire, the home of live Skittles on the internet. Welcome to the ABM Skittles Club in Wallingford, South Oxfordshire, the home of live Skittles on the internet. Welcome to the ABM Skittles Club in Wallingford, South Oxfordshire, the home of live Skittles on the internet.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome once again to the delights of live Skittles. The previous game, you can see, is just in its last leg. It's overrun a little bit. So we'll be going to the main event, the Lads' Night Out against Living on a Spare, a bit later than usual. But I'm going to be spending most of my time down with my team trying to recover some of my form, and you'll be in the very capable hands of our usual superstar pundit, tonight turned commentator, Dave. Dave, good evening.
Good evening, Simon. Yes, I'll be taking large control of the game tonight. Whilst you concentrate on your serious playing duties.
I'm not sure it'll help, Dave. I think I'll just be rubbish as usual. I'm not sure concentrating, but we'll see.
You've got to go into it with a positive attitude, Simon.
I have.
You go in thinking you're going to do badly.
I have.
It's only going to go one way.
It is.
Have you explained the grudge match that is Lads' Night Out versus Living on a Spare today?
I haven't yet, but those of you who are long-term viewers will know full well the Lads' Night Out story. One of the biggest squads in the league, so awash with players usually, and because of that, Matt, a stalwart of the team, decided to aid the club by maybe bringing some new blood into Skittles, and so decided to do that rather abruptly by forming a brand new team.
Yes.
And bringing them in. So he's now affectionately known by the lads as Turncoat.
Matt Turncoat, right?
Yeah.
This is his new name.
Yep. And so, yeah, this is going to be interesting because Lads' Night Out riding high at the top of the table, but Living on a Spare, this brand new team, second spot.
Yeah, they got off to a fantastic start in their debut season.
They did.
Led by Matt, who is in the form of his life at the moment.
Yeah. Doing very well. I'm just assessing. We're for various contractual reasons, we're unable to bring you footage of this game in action. But I am just noticing that the scoreboard camera's got a little bit jerky because Dave's arrived. I mean, he claims that it can't be anything to do with his own personal magnetic interference, but who knows? Right, Deeksy says, who's playing at 9? I've just told you, Stu. It's Lads Night Out.
Pay attention, Stu.
Jerry O'Gar says, thank goodness, someone who talks sense. I assume you're speaking of Stuart there, so you two can have a lovely chat on YouTube. Over on Facebook, Di Griffiths, one of our super fans, is of course joining us. Graham Hemming is with us this evening, and Nick Plumridge. Good to see you again, Nick. Come on, the lads, he says. There's quite a partisan crowd online, Dave. I think the lads...
I think the lads are the crowd favourite, really, aren't they? They are the origins of Wallingford Live Skittles.
They are. Wallingford Live Skittles started off just by streaming the lads' games, and so we've built a bit of a fan base. But we've been opening it up, and we like to feature more of the teams.
They're the young, trendy players in the club as well, aren't they?
I'm trying to think if either of those applies to most of us, and I'm not sure that it does, Dave. But
maybe not.
No, maybe not. So interesting. The game we've been watching, as you can see, has had a bit of a turn. The All Sorts absolutely smashed it. Super consistent. 3 consecutive legs of 39 to take the game 6 by 6 points, but a rare blip for them. Remnants picked up the pace and snagged a draw in leg 4. And the way it's going at the moment, well.
Yeah,
we'll let you know in a minute.
Fighting back to
it's all square.
More than 1 point from the game.
With 1 ball to throw, and 1 ball has only just got 1 pin. This is like radio commentary, Dave.
It is.
We have to describe it.
We've never done radio Skittles before, and I'm not sure how popular it would be.
No.
People do enjoy
for those of you who just joining us, we do normally show you the Skittles. It's just, as I said, for contractual reasons, we're unable to yet because this game's overrunning. Gappy joins us again on YouTube. Good evening to you. Several of our super fans on YouTube and Facebook have been with us for many of the games recently. Always good to see you. And if you fancy it and you're that way inclined, we're also broadcasting tonight as we do live on Twitch, whatever that is, and whoever watches that.
One day...
I was told it was good for the algorithm, Dave.
We'll discover what it is.
We will.
It won't be today.
I'm told if we want to really nail the esports/pub sports crowd, whoever there is in that Venn diagram, we have got the crossover.
Do you think
there on Twitch.
The shove halfpenny and bat and trap and
World of Warcraft
all
and
of
like
those are-
CS, Counter-Strike Go and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, it's a good crossover, isn't it? So both the teams for our next game have arrived nice and early. Very chilly again, Dave, outside. Atmospheric conditions outside, just as cold yesterday, but I feel that the temperature in the club this evening is... I mean, I'm just in the shirt sleeves and I'm feeling a little bit on the warm side. The Reds are pumping out some British thermal units as we speak.
Looking over my shoulder, though, I can see a lot of the lads and the living on a spare team are all wearing 2 or 3 layers still at this time. I'm not quite sure what the situation is there.
Sheer craziness, Dave. Sheer craziness. It's too much, too many layers. But they're going to regret it. They won't feel the benefit, Dave, if they don't take their outerwear off. Kath Carrier joins us again, another super fan on YouTube. Welcome, Kath. And Steve, I assume, is there as well. There he is. I knew he would pop up. Evening from Wales. Steve and Kath.
Doesn't miss a game, and quite right too.
Why would you? And why would you? So, a reminder, we were unable to bring you this previous game for contractual reasons. The 2 teams here have signed up to a rival broadcaster, and that's fine. You know, it's a free country. We don't hold any grudges against them for their massive deal that they've managed.
Didcot Live Skittles have really...
Please don't, Dave, please. We had an agreement. We don't mention Didcot Live Skittles on it. But we're nearly there. Just 2 to go, and then we can bring you the main event.
Great scoring, though. Martin, 34. Series of 7s, 9 and a 4.
Yeah, really good. Jason's score. Unfortunately, they've written their scores a bit high. I'm going to have to tell the next team to lower down the scoreboard.
Andy's bad start with this 2, but he he's pulled it back. Can he finish with a nice 30-plus score here?
Right. I'll leave you for a second, Dave. I'm just going to brief the home team on where to start. Well, no, I'm just going to brief them where to start the scoreboard.
Start scoring.
Yes,
okay.
Indeed.
So we'll carry on with this audio-only commentary of the final few throws of the All Sorts game. That's a shame. Shame for Andy there. A good middle 3 legs. Just a 4 at the end there. Simon, deep in conversation with his teammates, working out all important tactics for the big clash. They've definitely split into 2 very distinct groups now, with the lads down by the home bench at the top of the alley, and they're living on a spare team, keeping nice and warm by the radiator, which I think is the sensible choice. So we've got 3 more players to go in this game here. All Sorts captain for the season, Mark Granger, looking to finish on the high note, and I think it's going to be a good score here. It was a very good score. So Mark, been pretty steady throughout, but 9 to finish, which will really give him a good boost at the end there.
Indeed. Right. So I've given instructions. So for the next live game, Bota Ben has joined us on YouTube. I haven't seen Bota Ben. Tell Andy Arkle that Dawn Mist says hello. I'll go and find our resident Lockie. Where is he? Oi, Lockie. Dawn Mist says hi.
Hello, Dawn Mist.
Does that mean anything to you? Bota Ben, there we go. You see, it's all good. Again, if you just joined us expecting to have a bit more than the scoreboard, like I said, the previous game was overrunning. And due to contractual arrangements with the Far Eastern betting syndicates, we're unable to bring it to you. There you go, Ben. You see, he knew exactly what the score was. Right. The last bowls of this match. Can the remnants steal?
No, I think that 9 from Mark has completely
I think it's taken
ended their chances of getting any more points from this game.
Yep, it has. We're hoping to enter into negotiations with the other broadcaster to get into a mutual arrangement where we can show as live highlights from their series and they can show as live from hard. But it's a tough world out there.
It's very hard negotiations so far. They don't want to budge. And
no, we've been going for 6 months so far, and it's still we haven't made a movement that either of us is happy about. Well, there we go. I think safely in the bag for the All Sorts to take a big one here.
Yeah, that's it. First ball.
4.
I think that's
with
it.
the opening ball for Richard. And by the way, if you haven't already, go and visit on Facebook. Search for Fantasy Skittles, and you'll find the ABM Fantasy Skittles League we've set up as a bit of a laugh. It's only £5 to enter. It's open to absolutely anyone. There's instructions there, and you can choose. With your massive manager's budget of £50, you can choose which of the ABM Skittlers you would like to put in your ultimate fantasy team. Full details over at, just search, you can go and see it on the ABM Skittles Club's Facebook page. There's links to it from the Wallingford Live Skittles as well, or, as I said, go to Facebook, search for Fantasy Skittles, and you will find the ABM Fantasy Skittles, as constructed with some glorious pivot tables and lookups by our very own Dave Mighty Quinn here. It's very gorgeous, Dave.
Well, I do enjoy my spreadsheets.
You do?
Certainly better at that than Skittles. But,
now, Brian joins us on YouTube and says it's a little bit of a shame about the weight, but that is the nicest scoreboard this season. It is a thing of quality, isn't it?
It is.
And it has finished, so...
191 pins. What
yeah,
it's
a massive score from the All Sorts, and a bit of a whitewash, well, not quite the whitewash, but certainly a drubbing of the remnants. Right, here we go. So, Dave, I'm just going to go and assess the dampness of the cloth, because I know some people prefer just a light moisture, but I do like one that's slightly dripping. So
okay, you sort that out. I'll leave the cameras for now, and shortly we'll be able to crack on with the usual broadcast that we like to show. Right, there goes Simon, doing his all-important cloth preparation, which he is very particular about, especially bowling at number 1 in the order, where he usually goes. If it's not right when he starts, it'll be an unhappy Mr. Newton at the end of the alley. All right, so that's Mark Granger there, getting a photograph of the scoreboard to send to our results hotline. And we'll try and make the changeover between games as swift as possible. We've got the Living on the Spare team. They are the away team today, which means they will be taking up the position along the side of the alley, those lovely round wooden tables, with lads that out being the home team, so they get a full view down the alley to see everything as it's going. And here comes Simon with extremely wet cloth by the looks of things. His hands just dripped water all over the alley.
I've got one that's quite drippy, but I'm gonna quite like that. I've learned from our little trip to the West Country, Dave, that I'm quite enjoying now wetting the ball rather than the hands.
I mean, that's all out, isn't it? That's more than just a little bit of dampness on the fingers.
Yeah, certainly is. So sticking up this evening for us as a late substitute, being trained by the best, will be William.
William is very, very good at sticking up. He's very, very quick.
He's only stuck up this season, but he is on one of our speediest, most accurate. He's been trained by Tom, who I suspect is doing his last season now as he approaches the end of his college course.
Yeah, the career of a sticker-upper is usually quite a short one, but a worthwhile one.
Yes, very harsh. Now, there'll be some interesting discussions here, because Alan has already told me that he is not going to remove Andy Arkle, had a fantastic set as an opener. So where is he going to put me, Dave? I have been selected for tonight, and I normally open up. Oh, he knows.
It's very difficult for the left-hander, isn't it?
It is, yeah. He's put me in.
Oh no! What is happening?
Lockie. We've gone for the nicknames. Andy Arkle, funny enough, is a lock keeper.
Oh yeah.
Newts is slightly less. That's just my surname shortened. Welsh Rarebit. That'll be Rarebit. That'll be Andy. Welsh Rarebit. Chippy Monster. Is that going to be?
I think that's Chippy Munter. I think that says.
No. Well, hang on a second. Oh yeah, that's a bit harsh. Well, that's probably, presumably, I would imagine, our television's Martin Huff, a man who's
something spares Archer, I guess that is. I can't see whether that's somewhat.
That's just no. I think it's just no spares. No spares. Yeah, Chippy's going to be obviously our television's Martin Huff, who makes very many appearances as a fine salvage and restoration cabinet maker on television's Money for Nothing.
I'll tell you what, Brian Wood-Butcher, our handwriting expert from the live streams, I don't think he's going to give this one quite the praise that the
I doubt it.
The last scoreboard got.
No, I don't think so. All over the shop, isn't it, Brian?
You know when we play again, you filmers don't fucking worry about them, because that was the one who stopped. You filmed it. Right, so...
Right, sorry about that.
A handy mute button we've got on the switcher there.
I assume that Alan's going to put himself in.
It's Alan. Oh, that's why we don't have the scoreboard mic.
There we are. Alan has spoonerised his name. Right, Dave. How right you are. All for handwriting, Brian. Right.
Yeah.
I'm going to go down. So, Dave, over to you. I might pop in occasionally.
You come back in, and
but you can
comment on your goes after you
take the hot seat.
We all like hearing. Oh dear.
I could take this with me and give the odd occasional bit of punditry, but I won't. I talk over you, so best not.
Right. Simon is off. Down to sit with his team. We'll be able to see him in his bright red ABM top at the end of the alley. Admiring the nicknames on the board. It'd be nice to get this game underway at some point, so hopefully we can get started with it, nearly being 9:20. Right. And here we go. First balls from the alley, about to be thrown down. It would appear as though Living on a Spare will be going first. Here we go. And that is a pretty good start. All right, we're going to go long view on this one because I think it's a good spare opportunity. Didn't quite make it there. Not far off though, but a very good opening ball from this Living on a Spare team. They didn't quite manage to get to that centre one. He takes a 7 there for Graham. Very good start. Now I'm not familiar with Graham. I don't know if that's his one of his first games on the alley. That's not someone I've seen bowl it this season. But after that first ball, he certainly looks like another good signing that Living on a Spare and Matt have managed to sign for them this season. Now we've got Lockie, which is one for Bo to Ben. I'm sure he'll be watching him, see how he gets on here. It's another good start. Kingpin again. A little bit too straight though, straight down the middle. So pick a side and don't get sucked down that gap in the middle. That's the key. Oh, hard luck. Hard luck, Andy. You got a 5 there. Great shot on the kingpin. Couldn't quite pick off too many of the pieces after that. So 7 for Graham, 5 for Lockie. Got Kieran up next. Okay, another new player, he's central in the alley. Another kingpin, that's 3 balls. Kingpin, first time, every time. Another one, very straight though. Difficult from here. So I've named that one the Devil's Canyon, because it just seems to suck the ball in the middle, and often a great kingpin shot ends in a score of 3, but he managed to fire it off to the side a little bit there and get a 5 on that one. So Simon has even been charged of doing the scoreboard today. And he's in his unusual position here, number 2. He's making full use of the cloth. This is his new technique he learnt down in Yeovil. I don't know why he's doing that. It's not really worked for him in his first 2 games of the season. Maybe he'll stop doing that at some point. For now, it's his method of choice. Okay, so a little bit off target. Didn't hit the kingpin there. Gap on the side, right in the corner. He likes to cling close to the radiator. Extra warmth. Yeah, another quarter pin. There's 4 left. He needs to try and get towards the middle if he can. All right, we'll go long view on this one. See how we can get towards that middle one. Oh, Simon. Yeah, don't need to look at it, Simon. That was quite some way off, I'm afraid. It's a 5 to start. It's not a terrible start. You got a few pins on the board. I want to try and build on that as the game goes on. But it does give, living on a spare, a 2-pin head start at this stage. We've got Tommy up next. Another new player for Matt's team. Very fast bowler. Oh, unlucky. Left-hander, just curled it through the gap there. Oh, here's Simon.
I was thrown, Dave. There were only 3 balls in the chute. I've asked the sticker to put number 4 in.
All right, big shot coming up here. All right. Just got the 3rd one there. So recovery a little bit. It's minor recovery, gets 3. So 15, living on a spare. So that gives, what's the nickname we've got? Rarebit, obviously, Welsh Rarebit, so it's Rob. Not quite sure what Simon's playing at over there. That's Andy H, one of their 2 Welsh contingents in their team. Oh, Andy. Oh, I don't know how that stayed out the gutter. I thought that was going in the gutter all the way along there. Oh. Okay, so he's getting closer to that middle pin. Hasn't quite honed in on it yet. Let's see if he can do it with ball 3. Walks back. Slow walk back. Right, so leg 3's not really advanced either of the 2 scorers very much. We've got Darren up next. We have decided that Darren has got the number 1 beard in our club at the moment. Just ahead of Gary from All Sorts, wasn't playing tonight. Oh, he's just clipped that one. Need to slow it down a bit, Darren, just have a look. Pick your pin. That could be good. Oh, just missed there. That was 4 pins for Darren. again, this leg is there to be won for both teams. No one's going to be too confident or too worried about the scores on the board so far. Brian picking up the sevens of the third line in the middle, which some of our fans are not quite so keen on. Oh, lucky Martin. Just found that gap past the kingpin. Oh, after a strong start to the game, the scores have definitely dropped a bit. He'll take a 5 from that. That's a very unusual split. A couple of shouts of 4 there for those that didn't see the 5th pin. So we've got Simon Bennett up next, who was another one of the former Lads Not Out players. Left to join the Living on a Spare with Matt. Very strong player, very athletic person. Plays lots of different sports. Natural at most things he gets involved with. Certainly a very good skittler too. So we've not seen too many kingpins since the first 3 goes. Oh, that's a nice shot. Takes 7 out there, Simon. Just came across just the right angle to send the pins into one another. 26 the leg score versus 27 from Lads Not Out. Not 17 even. So that's a 9 from No Spares Archer, which is what he'll be targeting here. All right, can he get his spare for the season during this game? Well, not on go 1, you'd have to say. It's not going to happen from there. Got that quarter pin to aim at. Get that bunch on the left. Yeah, a little bit tricky now. It's not going to be a massive score. Oh, hard luck, Brian. Just missed it. He went the right side, inside of the quarter pin, but not close enough to hit it. So those that watched Lads Not Out last week, you would have seen them in their impressive 10-0 victory over the amazing Gussenutter's team. It looks like they're struggling this leg here. They're 4 pins down, and it's down to the anchorman, former Lads Not Out captain and current Living on a Spare captain, Matt Wright. Oh, and that is really going to make it difficult. All right, he needs a few here to keep the pressure on. That's a 4, so it's already going to make it a challenge for Alan. He'll certainly want at least 2 or 3 more to make him need a spare. 6. Looks a little unhappy with that, but I think that's pretty good. I think that's what he needed. 32, yeah, so they're 10 ahead. So nothing less than a spare will do for Alan here. And also those who watched the last Lads Not Out game, remember that Alan finished with a spare in the 10-0 win last week. So he is no stranger to getting a spare when needed in the anchor role. Although you would have to say it's not going to happen this leg. I think that's going to be leg 1. It is. There's a few oohs there, but I think we all knew that wasn't gonna do the job. I still got that quarter pin to aim at. If you can get that one right. Very nice shot from Alan. Now, Alan is currently leader in the averages. He's absolutely streaks ahead of everyone else. He's averaging 38 this season, 2 scores in the 40s, which have got him to that point. So a 6 isn't really going to be enough for him to maintain the average. He needs to be in 8s and 9s in his remaining legs. So we've got Lockie up again. Oh, and this is the spare that Alan got in his last game. So let's keep it on that. Can Andy do it? No, fortunately not. So it's a tricky spare, but it is one that does go if you get it right. So that's 4 for Andy there. Didn't quite get that kingpin. So it's going to be a chance already at the start of leg 2 for living on the spare. Graham got 7 first up. Now that great first shot of the game where he took 6 out. Unfortunately not this time around, very fast, but just past the kingpin. Oh, now he's found the gaps on either side of the kingpin. Can he just go somewhere between the two? Well, it was somewhere between the two, but probably not where he wanted to hit it. Strange 2 from Alan there. Lad's not out, despite only scoring 4 in the first leg, in the first game, of a lead of 2. And we are waiting for Newts. Simon, see, he's used to commentary, he's not used to bowling. He was there in a world of his own, no idea what was going on. Trying to hog the limelight, I think, whilst he's on camera. Oh, yeah, 4 from that one, outside of the quarter pin. Still, off to a good start. Potential nice score coming up. And when he hit the kingpin, that's all he hit. Not ideal from Simon there. It's Alan trying out some of the chants we learnt down in Yeovil. Easiest 4 on the alley was the call for that one. 6 for Simon. An improvement. 5-6, not bad. He won't mind that. So that's 10 pins for lads not out. Kieran needs an 8 to level. See, Simon's even getting grief from Jerry O'Garm on YouTube there, which is strange because it's normally the other way around with Simon giving the grief to Jerry, so I'm sure Jerry will very much enjoy his opportunity. Oh, see the height on that one? Nearly flew up over the board. 5 down. Let's see if we can get those 3 at the back. Not quite. He got that one onto the stage though, so he tried to get the second one onto the stage, succeeded with the third, sending William flying up over the barrier to get the loose ball. But the end result was only a 5, despite that great first shot. So the lads are a little bit slow getting up to the alley today. It's the 9 o'clock games. They've usually had 1 or 2 beers by this point of the evening. That's usually the case with Andy. Oh, inside the quarter pin, just the 2. Looks like a struggle for Andy tonight. Okay, so just needs to try and keep that arm a bit straighter. That's a slow ball. A delicate roll down from Andy there. Delicate and Andy don't usually go hand in hand, but on this occasion that seems to be the way. All right, Tommy up next. Needs to get a few here. His team are a little bit behind at this stage. Yeah, again, four from the quarter pin there, and a potential difficult but potential spare. So let's keep it on this shot. See if we can come across that kingpin. No. So, yeah, I'd say you're better off going from the radiator side there and come across that front line. That'd be my shot of choice. Fortunately, Tommy got all of them with his first ball. Didn't get too close to the others. So, living on a spare, I'm going to need some big scores from the engine room of Darren, Simon and Matt. But the lads now are known for the power they've got. The last three players usually post some pretty big totals. Oh, well, that one looked very nice. It's going to take a few out there. Just drifted away right at the last second. See that one there, nowhere near the kingpin, takes 5 out. It's a strange game. Strange, frustrating game. And the other one that came close to the kingpin, nothing with that one. So at 5, got them all with the worst of 3 balls. Which is what makes the game so equally enjoyable and frustrating at the same time. Anybody can do well, and anyone can do badly. We've got Scott joining us now. Hello there, Scott. Oh, it's a shot from Darren. Scott, you have arrived just at the right time. What a great shot from Darren there. Right, 3 in the middle. Can you get them? No. It's a spare opportunity there, not taken. And off to the other side of us. We're seeing that a lot today. There's some good first balls, taking 4, 5 or 6 off the kingpin, but they're not picking up the pieces with the second and the third one. So 17 pins, living on a spare, 21 for lads out, so it's a lead of 4 already. And with Brian and Alan still to go, you'd have to say lads out, big favourites this leg. Young and Bored, making some comments on Facebook, which we're not able to repeat at this hour. Referencing Alan's name on the board. I think that's another one that came from our time in Yeovil. And after a few drinks, some of the names were slightly changed on the board. Brian looks exhausted. He looks absolutely exhausted. He's got that to aim at. Doesn't look like he's got anything left to give. Six for Brian, not bad, but again, not really picking off the pieces when they were there to be had. So Simon really needs to get an 8 or 9 here to give any chance for Matt when he's trying to chase Alan's score. Not impossible though. Simon very capable of getting some big scores. So a good look right in the corner. He's gone for the hall side of the alley. It's a nice hit, but a pretty awful leave really. Some big gaps. Pin on its own. Pin at the back. Tricky. Hit that quarter pin. How's your luck? Well, middle pin. Still a chance of an 8. Not easy from there. Sticking with his favoured side away from the rad. Nice shot. They picked off that quarter pin there. That's what we've not been seeing too much of today. People picking up those quarter pins. The second and third balls. So 24 plays 27. So 3-pin lead for Lads Not Out. Alan, or whatever his name may say on the board, is going to be bowling first. He's obviously got to have a good glug of his drink first. No hurry from the lads tonight. They're taking it nice and relaxed. All right. Oh, it's the second time we've seen that one. That's cool. Taking the bird out of its cage or something like that. It does sometimes happen when you take that middle one out. You can go around the angles and take out quite a few of the other pins. So he's got 2 at the back. Takes the 7. So that's 34 for Lads Not Out versus 24 for Living on a Spare. So it's exactly the same situation that the lads were in the first, like 10 behind. So a spare required, but only a small spare. And Matt is currently second in the averages after the games this week. And I think that's going to end the spare hopes of Matt for this leg here. Yeah, so he knows the leg's done, but he will be hoping to do what he can to make sure he finishes with a nice score today. Just a 3 for Matt there, a 4 for Matt. And many people have picked Matt for their fantasy Skittles team this season. You still have the opportunity to change that. You can change your team until the 2nd of December. I think there's a couple in mind I might well be swapping over. So make sure everyone's very happy when we kick it off on the 2nd of December. Right, good start for Graham there. 4 off the quarter pin. Very fast bowler. Can he get the kingpin this one and take that front row out? Oh, I thought he had it. Still, it's a chance for clearance. Switch to the other side. I think that's the right choice. Come across the front pin. Just took the back one out. 6 pins there. So there's suggestions of a bit of gamesmanship here from Brian, saying perhaps the lads are trying to frustrate their opponents by some delays getting to the alley. We know someone who won't do that is Lockie Andy Arkle, who is quickest to get through his 3 balls. I think we've got it at the club. Blink and you'll miss it. So picks it up 1 step, has a look, throws it down, bang, missed. And then back. That's it, done. No messing around, no hanging about. Bowl the balls down. On to the next. So 5-4-5 for Andy Arkle so far today. That's not quite the levels he's been playing at this season. He's had a very good start to his season, playing very well. Now this is the beer leg, of course, which Jerry has pointed out. And if there is anyone that hasn't seen our live matches before and doesn't know the beer leg, this is a additional bit of competition we put into the match, whereby if you don't get as many pins as your opponent, you have to buy them a beer. So there's always that little bit of extra pressure on this one. So first up we had Graham, had a 6, winning a beer off Andy Arkle, and now Kieran has just hit 6, which is Simon's target, and Simon does not like buying anyone a drink ever. He just won't do it. So he'll be absolutely desperate to get a 7 here. He's sticking with the dampening of the ball, which I'm not convinced that's the best choice. That's a lovely hit there. I think he'll feel very hard done by it. He at least wanted that loose pin on the right to have gone. Still, he'll be thinking quite confidently of getting at least a 6. At least a 6 here. So it's locked on. Oh, I have to say, this is tough for Simon. Great first ball, very good second ball, but found that gap. He's looking, he shouldn't, you've got your eye in, you're not far out. Same shot again. Should get a few. Oh, don't do that though, Simon. That's what I say. Wet the ball, and off it goes, shooting off across the alley. So not only was he very unlucky with his first 2 balls, he has now got to go to the bar and buy Kieran a drink of choice. And Simon's gone straight up to his opponent, and he is now going straight over to the bar to buy the refreshment of choice. Okay, Tommy up next. Oh, Tommy. I don't think we need to switch to pin cam for that. Anyone that's curious, they're still all there. A little shake of the arm there. Let's see if that helps. Oh, it was just curling in a little bit there, but didn't quite do it enough. I think there's a bit of spin when Tommy's bowling. I'm not sure he's quite mastered the spin on it yet. Oh, unfortunate. He curled it in. It ended up dead straight when it was coming in, and just took the 3 pins out. So the lads will feel quite confident here, and Andy H in particular, of winning his beer leg and getting his team back on level terms or thereabouts in this leg. Yeah, definitely feeling the pressure. Stuart Deeks just talking about beer. 2 for Andy, who's clung down the edge of the alley. I think that's the second time he's done one that he's done it. What's he doing tonight? I think Andy's had a few too many gins, possibly tonight. I mean, look at that. I mean, none of them went in the gutter, but none of them went any closer than the outside pin either. So that was a strange bit of bowling from Andy. And worse news for him, not only has he got 2 2s, he's also lost his beer leg to a 3. So this leg is not going well for lads that out. They've definitely got to try and do something to get back into this one. Just a 2 to start from down. It's not one of my favourite leaves, this one. I don't like that big gap it leaves. Makes it very difficult. And that's unlucky. This leg is not high scoring so far. Can Darren finish with a good shot? Certainly can. Brilliant shot there, straight down the middle. Could have had that back quarter pin, but to get a 5 from there, had to hit the kingpin. Very good. So Scott, yes, you are right. Somebody should have told Andy that he's hit that one. But to be fair, I think the second and third ball was so wide, they probably would have gone past it anyway. Another one just drifting past that front pin there. It looked just about right to take it out, but went through to the back quarter. That's better. Oh, just 2. Oh, I think we should focus on Martin here. He's looking frustrated and rightfully so. That was an unlucky first 2 balls. Oh, it's unlucky for Martin. He got a 3. Wanted to try and capture his angry reaction there, but oh, we got Simon. Got some words to say.
Dave, much as I love being in the bosom of my team, I think I'd rather be here telling everyone how rubbish I've been, because this has been like swimming uphill through treacle for pretty much everybody on the LNO team.
It's been a struggle. Yeah, you can't argue with that. But as you say, as you often point out, it's all about legs. Legs won.
Hello, Max from Kent. How's it going? For me, rubbish. I told you, all of you who've chosen me in the fantasy Skittles, I told you not to. But there we go, just because I'm cheap.
You've got a chance to still get a decent score here, Simon. You can finish with a couple of 7s, 8 or something like that.
What do you define as decent, Dave? Anything?
Well, more than 21, I'd say.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. I'm going to go back and see if we can't just keep everyone positive.
So this is a tough lead for Simon here. It's pretty horrible, really.
Oh, dear.
Chin up, Simon. He's not doing that badly. He's only 3 pins below par at this stage. I think he's got a bit of a negative mindset at the moment. I think he needs some positive vibes coming through on the chats to let him know that he's been unlucky and not bowling too badly. And good evening, Max, our viewer from Kent, one of many, no doubt. And we've got, it just says spares next to Brian's name now. So is that no spares? Is that some spares? Or is it just spares? Who knows? And no spare this leg. Not with that one on the right. Oh, Brian. So Brian will certainly be the first to admit he's not been on his usual high standards this season. He'll be hoping to finish this game well, to pick up a few more. Take a 6 from there, that's reasonable. That's reasonable. 5, 6, 6, it's pretty steady scoring. Nothing to shout about, but not too disappointing either. Okay, so battle of the anchormen. 20 for Lads Not Out, 25 for Living on a Spare. Matt Wright to bowl first. He'll want to get at least a 5 to put the need for a spare on Alan's shoulders. Just 1 so far. Oh yeah, he's going to need some more, otherwise Alan is going to think he can get something from this. Keep it on the long view here. See if Matt can come in across. That's a great finish from Matt there. Still looks a bit disappointed. Matt's standards have raised quite a bit in the last season or so, and a 6 isn't enough for him. He wants more. So again, it's the 3rd leg we're facing the situation when the anchorman needs a spare. Alan's had a couple of spares this season, often when needed. Definitely wouldn't write him off getting another. Oh, how many times have we seen that? Have they been practicing it? Nicking the ball in? Taking that middle pin out? I suspect not, but they've done it very well. Oh! Wow. Alan is not going to be getting a 38 average, or maintaining it, if he can't get a big hit here. It's a 4. Alan is currently the club's most expensive skittler, rated at transfer value of over £10. £10.50 he's worth for those interested in the value of players. So that leg finishes 24 to Lads Not Out, 31 to Living on Spare. Lads Not Out getting 2 legs under 30 in the same leg is a very unusual situation. Right, Andy Arkle means business. great effort. Nearly got the spare there. Right. Straight down. And that is the first 9 of the match, and about time too, you'd have to say. Great bowling from Andy there. 3 perfect shots. I think Captain Allen must have had a word with this team. They don't want to go. They don't want to go out of this game without a win. And lucky. We have to go long view early because of the speed of the ball down the alley. Yep, it's okay. He's still got a nice group to aim at. He's got his angles worked out already. I think he's doing the right thing. And did work well. 6 out of that one, so very good bowling. Nine from Andy, 6 from Graham. Simon Newton now, right. He's got to stay positive. He can't get downhearted. Is that last game I thought was particularly unlucky. Okay, it's a little bit unlucky, but it's not awful. You got that group on the side. You can certainly get 3 or 4 more here. He's got 4 on the board already. Should get a few more. He's got to focus. He's going. Oh, I don't think that he doesn't like going away from the radar. I think you got no angle going from there. Don't like that. I think it's a risky shot. Oh no, he's pulled it out perfectly. 3 down the line. Leaves himself the goal mouth. He'll probably get just as big a cheer if he goes through the pins than if he hits either of them. Still sticking with the alley radiator side, and it went. Cheers of goal there, but I think he would rather have had a pin. Oh, Allen thrown the chalk. 9 and a 7. Start leg 4 means that Kieran is going to need 10 to level. 16 for lads out. Nice shot. It's a chance for Skittles 9. That's where you need 3 perfect shots. You have the first one to take out the head pin. And you need 2 perfect shots to get the wing pins and the quarter pins. So didn't quite hit it with that one. Let's see if we can do all 3. Oh! It was good bowling. He bowled it the right way, came across the pins. And you've always got that little margin for if you miss the one you're aiming at, there's that one behind it. Yeah, we can suggest to Living on a Spare if they want to go with Jerry's suggestion of hitting the centre pin and the back pin, if that should count as an instant win of game. I suspect they probably won't go for that. Oh, again, it's that little spin he gets on the ball. It was on target all the way down, and then just before it hits front pin, off to the side it goes. And there's his favourite shot down the left-hand side of the alley. Let's see if we can try and get one onto the right-hand side of the alley. It's got to be the aim. Oh, look at the spin! So much spin. Too much spin. 5. Still, 21 pins for lads out. This is going to be their best leg of the game, unless they have the last 3 have an absolute shocker. Living on a Spare still in this one. Tommy will need to improve a little bit on his 3s and 4s so far. Yeah, I'm not sure that went entirely to plan. I think change of angle. It wasn't working from that side. I think that if he's going to spin it like that, I think bowling from that side, then it will come across at an angle into the pack. It's definitely a better choice. It's gone back to that side where it's not really working. Let's see if that's the right decision or not. Yeah, I think he bowled well from the other side. If I was Matt, I'd encourage him bowl from the radiator side. Use that spin if you want to, and it will head in towards the pack rather than straightening up when it gets there, which is what it's doing at the moment. That'd be my advice anyway. Right, Darren. Nope, it is TV's Martin Huff up next. He's a little bit unlucky in that last leg. Let's see if that's going to affect him or not. It's okay. 3 out, front pin still there. Nice little cluster if you can get it. Oh, again, just drifting away. So group of 4. Get that front one. Oh, Martin. He got a clap from Simon there. I don't know why he got a clap from Simon there, but Simon obviously felt it was deserving of a single clap of the hands. Right, Darren up next. 4-6-5 so far. His team are a little way down. He'll definitely be wanting to get a few more pins here. Let's see, the dreaded leave, that one. No, that's it. I think that's fair. When you get quite unlucky in this game, very often. So when you get those 3, it is a bit lucky. Oh, wonderful! Took that extra one as well. Great round of applause for Darren. Well done. Well bowled. Yeah, he did well there, because that was a tough leave after that first one. To get an 8 from that position, that is very, very good indeed. So, spares has changed back to no spares. What will they do to the name if he gets a spare? It's not going to happen, but what will they do? Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, you don't know what to say when that happens. It's pretty awful. See, you bowled 2 balls down, you've hit the kingpin, you've only got 1 down. Tough. Simon can't believe it. Brian can't believe it. Even Robert Wadsworth can't believe it. Nobody knows what to say. You just got to leave him to his thoughts at times like this. Oh, did you see that? That was his fine. He went tossing across the table. Was not a happy man there. So, after looking like they were odds on for this leg, a 2 for Simon will level it. And that puts them 3 pins in the lead. And 2 balls left. A few more to be had here if he can get that middle one. And he can. Great shot from Simon there. So I don't think he needs to go for the 2 here. I'll just pick your favourite. Dead straight, arm straight through. Almost. 32 plays 27. So that is now a 5-pin lead for Living on a Spare. And they are within millimetres of claiming a victory over the lads. Jerry O'Gara, obviously having some fish fingers or something. He's, mentioning certain advertising naval captains. It's a good hit from Alan. It's not completely impossible to get a spare from there. Extremely difficult. But get that front quarter pin, send it across. He's going for it. He's going for it. He's got to go for it. Yeah. Unfortunately, it's tough when you're that close to the gutter. Oh, that would have been the shot. Take the 8. So it's an improvement for Alan, his best score of the night. And lads out best leg of 35. But Matt Wright and his team are on 32. 3 to draw, 4 to win the leg and match. Can he do it? He can, and is Matt going to be the one that gets the spare? This is a very good spare opportunity here. Nice little tick. Oh, hard luck, Matt. Great effort. Thought he might just take it there. Brilliant bowling from Matt there. What a great 9. And so that confirms the victory for living on a spare. So it's possible they could be lads not out's biggest challengers in the league this season. In their debut season, captained by their former captain, and they've already beaten them. Okay. Some line of 3 in the middle. Aim for that front one. Oh! Now, Simon's not commenting here, but if he was, he would be saying 3 per ball, and I would say it's not going to happen. But it might. It just might. Oh! Nearly. That's a great finish. Great finish from Glenn. That's a good score. I think he's got to 30 there. No, 28. Okay, Andy Arkle. Very, very nice score in his last leg. Got that 9. Oh, Alana's watching as well. Was unavailable for the McLean Smilers yesterday. Husband Jack Elton got the top score of the week so far. 36 last night for the Smilers. Played excellently. It's a 5 for Andy there. So 28. There's Foot there watching in the pub, I imagine, asking that the lads don't fancy winning too many of their beer legs tonight, which seemed to be the case. 4, lucky last one there. I didn't look like that was going. Oh, nice shot. We've got the young and bald giving Brian some advice there, saying he doesn't have the bottle. Possibly relating that to his support of Tottenham Hotspur, with the young and bald team being predominantly Chelsea fans. Good score, Kieran, 31. Simon Newton, can he finish with a good score? Just got to keep relaxed. And don't do that. Really, that's the bit of advice I'd give. Don't do that. Come on, Simon. Okay. That's a few pins down, but he will want to finish with more than the 4 here. Very possible. You've got that nice line across it. You come across it with the ball. He's on the right side, his favoured side. It's all lined up for a good finish if he can get this ball right. Which he didn't. 5 for Simon. Looks dejected. Arms in the air. Looks scornfully at the board. 27. I mean, that's not a bad score. That's not a bad score. I think he'd take that. If he got offered a 27 before he started tonight, he would have taken that. All right. Tommy. 4 down.
Oh dear.
How was that, Simon?
Hard work. I mean, actually, you know what? Bear in mind my previous performances. I'll take a 27. I'll take a 27, Dave.
I know. I was just saying to our viewer that at the start of this game, if you were offered 27, you would have taken it. Is that accurate?
Yeah. I felt I was robbed with a couple, you know, where they just
a lot of people agreed that you were very unlucky.
Took a couple out, took one and didn't take others, and some ones are just, I was just a bit rubbish, Dave. But
there weren't too many bad balls.
It's hard work, and I think we are going to struggle to keep this to a 4-6 loss, Dave.
Yeah, I would
it's
agree.
all down to Rarebit. What can Andy do?
Curl it off to the side. It seems to be the shot of choice tonight.
No.
It's on target. It's on target, and then just when it's about to hit, it spin kicks in, and off it goes.
I see Wallingford's #1 children's party clown operator, Jerry O'Gar, is full of cheer as usual.
Full of the joys of life, you know, Jerry?
Smiler O'Gar. Never smiles on the alley, but always smiles at home. Now the restraining order's lifted.
Inside,
Yeah.
Not allowed to go out much.
No. Anyway, I'm going to go back and join my team for what I feel might be a sort of commiseratory kind of...
See, this is where you've got to G your team up. You've got to...
It's too late. It's too late, Dave. It's too late.
Darren, brilliant shot.
It's too late.
Well done, Darren. This is going to be Darren's best ever score tonight.
Mic drop, Dave. Mic drop.
He might even get a spare. No. Brilliant bowling from Darren. Fantastic. He will be very, very happy with that score. Finished with 2 8s, 31. I'm sure that's got to be Darren's best ever score. Again, it's his first season, and he's getting better and better with every game. But it does mean, for all our Lads Not Out fans out there, you're going to be disappointed, because it looks harder and harder for Lads Not Out to win this 5th and final leg. Martin is another one who's finding it tough on the alley today. Not bowling badly, but just not getting the results. There we go. There we go. He's definitely deserved that good shot there. Well done, Martin. Lovely finish. Handshake from Captain Allen. Awkward high fives with Andy. Hand on the shoulder from Brian. And the smile very much returned to his face there. So this leg is not over yet, despite what Simon might be trying to get his team to believe. Okay. The other Simon, formerly of Lads Not Out, been playing very well tonight. I think there'll be another good score from him coming up tonight. I think he's got his eye and he looks focused. And he gets 4 off the quarter pin. So, you know, what more do you need? Oh, 6. Could have had that other one. Still hasn't hit the kingpin yet. I think you've just got to try and hit that and hope either the ball or pin goes off and takes one of those back pins. Got it. Oh. Seven for Simon. Very nice scoring. I make that 33. And this is going to be a very high scoring leg from Living on a Spare here. 37 already with high scoring Matt still to come. Yes, it's unlikely Brian's going to get that elusive spare in this game. He's certainly cleared out the sides. 3 in the middle. An 8. That's the first 8 without the front pin we've had today. I know some of our slightly more Bristol-based viewers would view as being a 0, but not here. Here it's an 8. So that was 26 for Brian No Spares Archer there. Quite a strong finish. Last up, Matt Wright. 9 in his previous leg, close to getting a spare. Matt is desperate to close the gap on Alan at the top of the averages, so he just wants to get as many pins as he can. Oh, yeah. Just taking that middle pin out. Not just the middle pin this time. At least he had a partner when it went out. Yeah, interesting now. What do you do? Go for the 3 down the line or go for that quarter pin? Hope you take some more out. Matt's going down the line. 7 for Matt. Yeah, he's finished strongly there. He was disappointed with his 6-4 start. But with that, he finishes on 32, which it's lower than his average this season. Still pretty good score. And that is a 44 leg. Not bad at all. And Alan certainly has to go some in this final throw of the game. I've got a late mention from Dave House watching us in the Cross Keys tonight. Come on, Alan. Some of us got homes to go to. He's in no hurry. So Dave House watching us. And Martin Pacey Pace as well, another of the Cross Keys star players. They usually play on Wednesdays, but it's their week off this one, so they're not playing this week. And I think that build-up from Alan has not helped him get the spare he needed. Okay, so he's going to want to get at least that front 3 here, or his average is going to drop quite considerably. He'll take a 6. Brian Archer, the one person on this team who clapped that one. Simon's just sitting there with his arms crossed and the head in his hands. That's it, William. Thank you very much, mate. We're done. Cheers. A 31 from Alan there, which isn't a bad score. You get 30, it's not bad. But when you're top of the averages, he's hit 40 twice, he will certainly be a little disappointed with that score. 159, I think that's got to be... Yeah, that needs re-adding up, I think. I don't think anyone agreed with that first total that appeared on the board. Well, I hope you all enjoyed watching tonight. I know we've got many Lads Not Out fans that probably would have been a little bit disappointed with how their favoured team got on. Here's Simon to give us a few words of wisdom after that.
I don't believe there's any wisdom, to be honest. Dave, I think as we watch, the handshakes have happened. Alan's doing the final totting. Lads Not Out only 158 pins. Living on a Spare 176 and 8 points to the good. Now, the lads had a bit of a cushion, so they will retain their number 1 spot. But Living on a Spare have really, really jumped to a much closer position, and the lads might feel worried about being ousted by this brand new team
of youngsters, and they will be breathing down their necks, and worrying signs for the lads that several of their star players were not performing at their usual standards tonight.
No.
So disappointing from them, really, with a high score of just 31 from Captain Allen.
And I noticed on Facebook there's been some barracking amongst our fans on Facebook, especially about Brian and his Spurs fanaticism. So
yeah,
I don't understand football, Dave. I'll leave that to others.
Yeah, well, we've covered that. That's all.
I thought you might have done.
Jerry Ogar says good game, and in the face of somebody who doesn't really mean that. But it's Jerry Smiler Ogar. I think it's just his trademark. The grin is his trademark.
It's unusual because Jerry normally doesn't like sarcastic humour. So I find that strange. But anyway, if you have been watching, thank you very much. Always a pleasure. This little bonus stream tonight, it was worth it, I think, from the viewer's point of view, and from Living on a Spare, it was possibly not worth it from Lads Not Out.
Lads Not Out
may not have wanted this publicised.
Disappointed that their worst performance of the season.
But there we go. This weekend, I'll let you know what the televised matches will be for next week. But until then, if you have been watching, many thanks, and we will now just leave you with the ambience of the club.